Hi guys, Steve from Wild Child Productions here. Today I'm going to be doing a whole new series. Figured I was born and raised here in Minnesota, so why not do things that would be helpful with, telling you what to do here. Now, the reason I did a top 10 is because if I didn't, there would be like 30 or 40 different things I could put on this list. The things that you must do while you're up in Duluth. Now, nobody wants to sit through a long, boring thing about all these different places. So I picked a top 10.
Number 10, Great Lakes Aquarium.
Great Lakes Aquarium. Now don't be fooled by this because there's so many other things that could have beat it out, but you can't go wrong with an aquarium being there in Duluth. Lake trout, salmon, you name it, anything that you would find inside or in the lake of Lake Superior, it will be there. There's also another exhibit with a sunken ship. Pretty cool to see. It shows how fish and how other living organisms have taken over the ship, showing it how they break down the ship and how they live everyday life within the ship. Rain affects different lakes, and it's one of the things you can do. Besides the fact it's indoors, it's air conditioned, so it's good to keep you cool in the summertime, keep you dry if it's raining, or keep you warm in the wintertime, because we all know in Minnesota it gets cold. So, on to our next one.
Number 9, the Edgewater Hotel and Water Park.
The Edgewater Hotel and Water Park. And I know it's a hotel, so it's like, wow, why a hotel? Well, it has a water park, which is one of the main features why it's on number 9. It's great for families to go there and let the kids run and blow off some steam, play in the water. I mean, kids love water. I have a family that go up there all the time, and they swear by this hotel with the water park and all the different things that it has. We got little young ones that love the water. They have water slides. They have a lazy river. They even have this whirlpool type thing where the water spins around. So check it out. It's the Edgewater Hotel and Water Park. It's just located north of Canal Park in Duluth, but it's a great place to.
Number 8, charter fishing.
Now, there's plenty of different charter services within on Lake Superior. This one I would like to say, book ahead before you go, because if you don't book before you head up to Duluth, you're not going to get a chance to go out on a charter to go fishing. They get booked up months in advance, so plan it out ahead of time. Call the many different charters that I've listed. I have them listed down below within my descriptions, and I'll probably put a link. I will put a link right up here so that you can click on it, check it out. Otherwise, click on the little icon up here, the round circle with the eye. That will give you the whole list of different websites for all the different locations. I'm going to link those up over there. So check them out and book ahead of time. Now, if you are watching this right now and you're in Duluth and you're wanting to go charter fishing, I'm going to say my word of advice: get down to the docks. There's a handful of different charter service fishing guides right in Canal Park, right behind the William Irvin, the big old iron ore taconite boat museum. Go there early, check out different captains, ask them if they have a charter going out today. If not, they might take you right on the spot. If it's too windy, they're going to tell you no. Otherwise, the other word of advice is try during a weekday. Weekdays are generally the slower days for the charter services because they don't have everybody up there on the weekends. Like everything else, weekends are busy. So check them out on the weekends. The ones that I've used, are great captains. The Happy Hooker, check him out. Peter, great captain, so you can't go wrong with him. He'll be at a link that I have for you. And if charter fishing and fishing is not your thing, a lot of people don't like it, kind of be boring, the next one might be for you.
Number 7, the Apostle Islands.
The Apostle Islands. The Apostle Islands are actually located on the Wisconsin side of the Lake Superior. It's over in Bayfield, Wisconsin. It's part of a national park. There's 21 different islands that make up the Apostle Islands. Now, I haven't personally been there, but all the reviews I've read and people I've talked to say it's a must thing to do. And one of my favorite things that I'm going to do this winter is I'm going to get to the Apostle Islands. They allow you to walk across the ice. It's about a mile out to the Apostle Islands where there's caves. And the caves get covered in all the different ice from the lake spraying on it. And it is one of the most beautiful sceneries. The best pictures I've ever seen come from the Apostle Islands in the wintertime. So check out the Apostle Islands. It's a great thing to go do if you're into photography. Very beautiful landscapings.
Number 6, Spirit Mountain.
Spirit Mountain. Now, I know a lot of people are just the extreme sports, and this one's for you. Spirit Mountain. It has snowboarding, it has skiing, it has snow tubing in the wintertime. Me personally, it's awesome. You go up on those chairlifts, there's 21 different runs. You overlook downtown Duluth and overlook, as far as you can see, Lake Superior. Beautiful runs, well-maintained runs. So winter is definitely a place to go. If you're up in Duluth and you like to snowboard or ski or you even want to try, check out Spirit Mountain. They have lessons, they have rentals. Just make sure you have warm clothing to keep you warm and you're ready to go. So they'll teach you what you need to know. Otherwise, if winter and cold is not your deal, go in the summertime. Spirit Mountain has zip lines, a alpine sled. It's like a little go-kart that gets on these rails and you go zooming down the hill either in single or tandem pairs, and you can get up to about 26 miles per hour, they're saying. So it's definitely a good thing to do. Check it out, Spirit Mountain.
Number 5, the S.S. William A. Irving Ore Boat Museum.
One of the nicest things to go see, with all the boats coming in and out of the harbor of Duluth. Why not go check out one of the ore ships that is stationed right in Canal Park? You can go take a tour. They will take you through the whole entire ship. The ship is about 610 feet long. It was in service for 40 years. The only reason it's not working now is because it's deemed to be too small. It can't handle enough ore or goods that it needs to have. So that's why it's a museum. It goes through the engine room, goes through the stateroom, the dining hall. You walk across the top deck, and you even get to look down inside the hull of the ship and see where all the ore, taconite, and coal were stored while being shipped from Duluth out to the East Coast. So check it out, the William A. Irving Museum in Canal Park. It's a great... The William Irving runs every day, daily, between 9 a.m. and 6 p.m. The ticket price for adult is $12. For seniors and students, it's $8. And any child under 10 with the purchase of an adult ticket is free. So it's a not very expensive tour to go check out the William Irving. I would highly recommend it.
Number 4, Air Beaver Tours.
Number 4 on the list is the Beaver Air Tours. Now this is by far one of the things I thought was the coolest thing to do in Duluth. Duluth being such a beautiful place to go see, you know, with the aerial lift bridge, Canal Park, the Lake Superior, the harbor with all the many different ships that come in, the different things that they ship in and out of Duluth is amazing. So why wouldn't you take a tour in the air? Yes, I said in the air. You get to fly over Canal Park. It is a really good deal. 25 minutes in flight, depending on how many people go. It could be shorter or longer. If he has a full plane, it'll be 25 or longer. It's $50 for a standard flight per person for adult, $45 for any child 12 and under, and a child under 2 is free as long as they ride on your lap. I know it might feel kind of unsafe, but I had my daughter, she was only 1.5 at the time when we went up. and she did great. Check out the video. There'll be a link to it. Link to it right now. Boop, right up here in the eye. It's Duluth flight. It's beautiful. I love it. Check it out. It's well worth every dollar you spend. And the tour guide is very knowledgeable, knows everything you want to know about Duluth and its history.
Number 3, Glensheen Mansion.
The Glensheen Mansion. Now this is one of the biggest mansions during its time in the 1900s. It's from one of the most influential families that helped create Duluth to be what it is. This mansion is 39 rooms on site of 7 acres on the shore of Lake Superior. So it is very impressive. I want to tell you just a little inside hint about this mansion. It's known to be haunted. A little family thing had happened, and we'll just say somebody was murdered. Yes, murdered. So it's haunted. So check it out. There's a lot of heritage. The staffing in the tour will not tell you about it, but it is known to be haunted. Now, if the regular tour for you is not enough, not scary enough, take the flashlight tour. Now, it's done later at night, during the dark. They give you a flashlight, and you get to walk around the whole entire mansion with only a flashlight. And let me tell you, you get that cold little breeze on your neck, and the little chills up your spine. Ugh, just freaks me out thinking about it all over again. Just that there's another spirit there. So check it out. It's the Glensheen Mansion. Tours run daily between 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. and then there's going to be a later one for that flashlight tour. So check it out. Alright guys, this list is getting down there pretty fast, so we're at just 2 more left to go, and these ones are great ones. The next one on the list is
number 2, Gooseberry Falls.
Gooseberry Falls. Now I know Gooseberry Falls is not technically in Duluth, but it's just north of Duluth by like 35-45 minutes, just by car ride. Nice scenic drive up the North Shore, well worth it, and it's free. Now, the reason I love it is because there's 3 major waterfalls within the Gooseberry Falls. Now there's a total of 5, but you have to do quite a bit of hiking through the woods to get to it. But sometimes it's a great thing to do if it's nice and sunny outside in the summertime, to get away from the large crowds that gather down by the main falls. But there's plenty of room. Word of advice for everybody: get there early. If you don't get there early, good luck finding a parking spot, especially on the weekend. It gets filled up, especially if it's hot. That parking lot, it gets full. So get there early. I made a video with my wife and daughter walking through Gooseberry Falls. I will have a link to that here or here. Check it out. It is actually a good one. It's called Gooseberry Falls on my channel, and it is worth it. I've been there in the summertime, you know, watching the waterfalls flow. Make sure you get there right after a heavy downpour, because that's when the falls really flow, and you can hear the rumbling, just the roar. It's really impressive. Go there in the fall. You have the beautiful scenery of the leaves changing colors. You got, you know, your bright yellows and oranges and reds. Makes very beautiful fall pictures for your family, senior pictures, even engagement pictures. They're a great time to take right at Gooseberry Falls. I mean, there's so many different areas to go take shots. Go there in the wintertime. Oh my God, the wintertime is beautiful. The waterfalls themselves freeze over on the outside, and if you look through, water's still flowing behind the ice, and then as you're walking out, there'll be little pockets of open water as you're walking on top of the falls. It is very well worth it. Check out Duluth. Another little secret for you guys: take the hike down towards the actual lake. It is more calm. It's beautiful. You can actually put your feet in the water. Warning, it's cold. Very cold water. But on a nice hot day, it is worth it. So check out Gooseberry Falls. It's up in Two Harbors, Minnesota. So about 35-45 minutes. There's also camping, bathrooms on site, and even an educational center, plus a gift shop if you're really into it. So, alright guys, it's the end of the list.
Number 1, Canal Park.
And yeah, I know you might be telling me Canal Park is not a thing to do. But there's so many things to do on Canal Park. I mean, there's the boardwalk. It allows you to walk from the very beginning of Canal Park all the way across the lake shore, all the way up to the piers that you can walk out towards to the lighthouses as the big ore ships or grain ships or coal ships come in and out of the harbor right by the aerial lift bridge. It is definitely a nice thing to take, especially when the boats are coming in. There is a museum there. It's an old tugboat just sitting there, and it's actually a museum about all the different things of the different ships, how deep the lake is. It's well worth checking out. I know if you're not into museums, but if it's a cold, wet day and you're out in Canal Park, check out that museum. Lake Superior Maritime Visitor Center is the name of that center, as I want to tell you about. Check it out. It's worth it. There's a video playing talking about all the different ships that have gone in and out, the different wrecks. Definitely into history, especially the history of Duluth. Check out that one. So many other things. There's multiple different gift shops there. So there is something there for everybody. There's t-shirts, there's toys, there's arts and crafts. You know, you name it, it's going to be there in Canal Park. There's also Grandma's Restaurant, Sports Garden, and Saloon. They have one of the best hamburgers if you're a hamburger and french fry guy. I know I am, so I like it there. Another one of my most favorite places to go there every time is Vita Pizzas. It is awesome. Awesome. It's wood-burning pizzas, handmade every time. They have many different flavors. It's a small little shop just kind of across the street from the Inn on Superior, or the Hampton Inn. Check out Vita Pizzas. There's also Famous Dave's, there's Old Chicago, and Timber Lodge, just to name a few, but there's so many more there. Even Dairy Queen, if you're not too adventurous. Many hotels there. Like I said, the Inn on Superior, one of the nicest hotels to stay in. I stay there all the time when I go, is the Inn on Superior. There's Comfort Suites, Hampton Inn, and then there's a hotel called The Suites. This is a very upper class hotel. It's over by the charter boats, over by the William Irving. Definitely a nice thing to go check out. Other things that are part of Canal Park, like I said, there's the S.S. William Irving. There's the Vista Boat Fleet Tour. They take a little boat tour through the canal, tell you about, you know, the different ships and stuff like that. The aerial lift bridge, that is very cool. The lift bridge is actually see-through. You can walk underneath it, watch the boats come in and out. And then there's a venture zone where you can go climbing, rope climbing, rock wall climbing indoors. So Canal Park, number one on my list. Many things to do. Check it out. So alright guys, hopefully you loved my top 10 list. Now this is the time where I'm going to ask you guys, what is the next list you want me to make for this channel? Is it top 10 things for children to do? Top 10 places in St. Paul or Minneapolis or overall just Minnesota? What things? You guys decide. Halloween, you name it. You decide, you let me know. I'll make a list. I'll make a video. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll catch you with another one later.